Did Puffy threaten you at one point?
You know, he said some off the wall shit at his house. That was a threat, but it wasn't like a threat that I thought at the time, like he's going to carry out and do something. He just basically, you know, he had a little too much to drink. And I think I was taking a picture in his house and I said, you want to get in the picture? And he walked up and he just said, don't try no funny shit with me because I'm not that nigga. Like, it'll be a problem. So it was a threat, but it wasn't like he was going to kill me. But I thought maybe he just had too much to drink. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You want to get in the photo or you don't want to get in the photo? And he ended up getting in the photo. And then
what funny shit was he referring to?
People have this idea about me that I'm lurking in bushes to find the tea to go and tell what you're doing. And, I think that he probably had other things going on around him, clearly, that he didn't want anybody to know about. And I'm in his home and, he's welcomed me into the family at Revolt. And I think that was his way of kind of like level setting with me. Don't report on him or what I got from him was like, don't report on him or do to him what I do to other people or whatever he may have heard to other people. So that was his way of letting me know, which I just said like, motherfucker, do you want to take the picture or not? Because unless you're going to, well, I can't say unless you're going to kill me. You're talking about Puff, because you never know.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Because you being gay, I assume your gaydar is more sophisticated than everyone else's.
I mean, listen, we don't even want to go down the trail of human sexuality with me because I think very differently than a lot of people.
Okay.
But I'm not going to say if I think Puffy's gay or not because he never tried to fuck me.
He never tried to fuck you. But do you think, like with me, and I've said this multiple times, me and Academics had a whole talk about this. We both feel that if Puffy just came out and said, hey, I'm a bisexual man, this is who I am, all the no Diddy stuff would go away and people would just accept him from who he is. In 2024, I almost feel like you get elevated when you come out as gay. Like, show me one person who came out as gay that people bashed him. I can't think of anybody.
I don't have a tracking system for who's coming out, so I really don't know. I don't even know who's in or out. If I see somebody that's attractive, I don't care if they're in or out or under or above. If they're attractive, I'm gonna pop my shit. They can say I'm not gay or I'm not gay right now or I'm not interested. Cool, I'll back off and I'll move on to the next person.
Have you hollered at straight men and they're like, hey, bro, I'm not?
Of course.
I can tell you this one time.
My exes have been straight.
Okay.
They're still straight.
I remember this one time in Israel. My first trip in Israel, it was a group of us. It was all like kids who just graduated from college, and me and like this one girl were like dancing and doing our thing. I was dancing with a bunch of the girls. This Israeli dude kept staring at me. He walked up to me, he said something in Hebrew, and started to bite on my shirt. Just went, arr, arr, arr. And I said, okay, I'm done here. I just walked away. I said, okay, that was a little too real. But like, I never got mad. Like, I never understood why straight dudes get mad at a gay man hitting on them.
Well, that's the question you have to ask Academics.
What do you mean?
I mean, didn't he have the whole blow up with Saucy Santana where he got mad because Saucy said something to him that made him feel some type of way, and then
no, it was a little more sophisticated than that. What happened was Saucy said, I'm going to fuck you in the ass or something.
Well, I mean,
and the thing is, and what he was saying is that he couldn't actually reply because then he would be gay bashing.
Well, here's the deal. I think
but I don't think it's right for a man to say, I'm going to rape you, and everyone thinks it's funny.
Well, I don't think it's right for somebody in Israel to go chew on your shoulder either, because that's like invading your personal space.
Absolutely.
But let me say this. I think that the reason why I bring that example up is because I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed, and Academics, we cool. I enjoyed watching the Academics and the Saucy Santana shit play out because I knew Saucy Santana was gay as hell. He was being the most gay. Saucy made me uncomfortable when he was so gay. Okay? Saucy was being so gay, and violating him so bad. And then on the other hand, I know that Academics want to say, you faggot. He wanted to call him a faggot so bad, but you knew you couldn't do it. And to watch that tug of war, it was the most beautiful piece of art that I have ever seen on social media between gay and straight. But it was really giving people a dose of their own medicine. And the reason why I bring that up is because I think being gay makes people it forces people to reveal who they really are. If you are homophobic, like for me, if I get mad at a white person, I'm not going to disrespect them for being white. Like, I'm not going to call them a name, a slur for being white. If I get mad at a Mexican, I'm not going to get mad at them for being Mexican or start saying things, because I love people for who they are, and I hate assholes. So, like, if you're an asshole, I'm going to rip you apart for being an asshole. I may talk some crazy shit because I have a real vicious mouth by way of my grandmother, but, like, I don't go straight to that. So, like, when academics gets mad at a Saucy and that stuff going on and he's crying because he wants to call him a faggot, that reveals how you feel about gay people. Even though I've sat with academics and he treated me with respect, but I also know that I fly under a certain veil. You told me on my own show that I'm a different type of gay, right?
You're my one gay friend.
So
honestly, so I feel a little silly for saying it because it makes me sound ignorant, but the reality is you're my one gay friend.
No, but I love that, though, and I love that for my community, because as much as I'm black and I stand up for the culture, I also realize, having gone through this experience of watching people become exposed, like Floyd Mayweather become my best friend and having a gay friend he can lean on. You know, I like the fact that I can have these kind of conversations, but, you know, as it relates to this situation, or what was the one we were talking about right before I brought this one up?
Diddy?
Diddy. You know, again, being able to tell whether a person's gay or not gay, or hollered at a straight man or not, I roll through the earth having a human experience. If I see a guy that I think is attractive and I talk and I hit on him and he says, oh man, I'm cool, I'm not with that. Okay, cool. Just like a guy will walk up to a girl in a club and hit on her and she not with it. She didn't find you attractive, you not into me, don't find me attractive. That's just human nature. Now, when you start biting on a motherfucker or doing all the extra shit, now it's getting a little weird, because I don't want to be bitten, you know? Funny story.
Well, he didn't like bite me like in the show, but he started like chewing on my shirt.
He should be chewing on your shirt.
It was weird as hell. Like, it was honestly the weirdest thing that's probably ever happened to me, just being out in general. It was just weird. And I'm in a foreign country, so I was just like, let me just walk away and hope he doesn't follow me.
I'll tell you a celebrity story. I had a crush on Kelly Oubre, the basketball player.
Okay.
And I mean, I would post him on my social media, on my story. Because if you put somebody in your feed, that's real gay. But on your story, it's like kind of gay, but you can't see the comments, so it's not that gay, right? So I would post him on my story, and I would post, you know, whatever. And so one day, me, Serge Ibaka, and Tiffany Haddish go to Kendall Jenner's party at Fashion Week, and we walk in. As soon as we walk in, Kelly Oubre is standing at the door, and he turns around and he goes, oh, man. He goes, bro, first of all, I know you love me, and I love that you love me, but I ain't gay. And I'm like, damn, bro, like, you couldn't have said hello? Like, I just got here, you know? But it was that interaction where, you know, yeah, I'm a gay man and you're straight, but I found you attractive and you told me you're not attracted to me. You know, now that he has a girlfriend, I unfollowed him, you know, or a wife or whatever, I don't know. I'm not as invested. But yeah, I don't know if Diddy's gay. If he is gay, will people care? No, because I think people already think he's gay. But we live in a cruel world where people won't embrace people just being themselves. And that's why you have a lot of people walking around faking it till they make it, they still faking it, they're afraid to come out, they're afraid to live in their truth. And I refuse to be a free man walking and a prisoner in my own mind. So,
I mean, look.
With me, you get it.
If you get off at watching men bang your girl while you masturbate in the corner,
that'll make you gay.
I guess it doesn't totally make you gay, but you're now flirting with gayness.
I'll give you a step further. Here, this is brace for impact. Okay. If a man goes to a hustler sex store and gets the biggest dildo penis of a person he watches in porn, and then goes home and gets the most slippery lube he can find and has anal play with himself, that doesn't make him gay. Some would argue that. I understand. I get it. I understand.
I wasn't ready for that last part. No, I thought you were going to go a different direction with it.
That does not, because that is self-pleasure, and that is not a homosexual act with another male. But because of our community, our culture, our beliefs, how we were raised, we believe that that is gay. And there's a lot of people right now in the comments saying, fact, that's gay, that's gay, that's gay. And everybody's entitled to believe what they want. I'm just saying, like, every man that I've interviewed who's had sex with multiple women do not see them as lesbians, because it's just, I'm big dog, I got the girl. No, if they're having a sexual intercourse with each other, that is a gay activity.
100%.
But most men in our community will not identify that as being gay. That's why I don't even argue human sexuality with people. Believe what you want.